Weekly Wednesday Wrestling starts with a little hip wind-up from Mr. Excitement Ryan Kidd.
But you got me all wound up here. It's Weekly Wrestling Wednesday. You said it wrong. Week 3 getting started, and I am fired up here. As always, Mr. Excitement joining the booth here with the incredible Anthony Idol. And I know you're wondering, Ryan, how are you in the ring and behind the booth? And it's because we are filming this here in 2023 as we lead up to the big SoCal Pro anniversary with a huge throwback match, little Lucha Libre action, and I am excited to look back on this huge confrontation with international second-generation legend in the making, Bestia 666.
Going in the vault here, getting this unreleased match out to the public on SoCal Pro Wrestling's YouTube channel. I'm excited, Ryan Kidd. I know you're excited here as we take a look at you in firm control with Bestia.
Still the early stages of this match. I'm not sure if I'd quite call it firm control here, and some are wondering, questioning that strategy, and luckily I'm here to give a little insight. Honestly, here at this point, looking back, I feel like we're, again, at this early stages, this feeling out process, it's a little bit of mind games. We're going back and forth, and we're kind of feeling each other out, seeing who's got the upper hand, seeing what the strategy is going to be, and again, going at this with an approach of American-style pro wrestling versus Lucha Libre. We couldn't be any farther stylistically on completely different scales of the spectrum, but that's what makes matches. Styles make matches, and here, I think, pretty evenly matched in the early stages of this contest are myself and Bestia 666.
Hey, dude, I really think you're underselling yourself, man. You're internationally trained. You've trained in Japan, you've trained in Mexico, you know all these different styles. Not only are you an excellent American wrestler, I've seen you get down Lucha Libre style. I know you can throw down strong style, and you, my friend, are an excellent wrestler, and I can't wait to see this match here against Bestia.
Well, off to the races here. Bestia 666 already establishing a bit of a power advantage with that huge shoulder tackle. And again, you talk about mind games. Hypnotize, and Bestia 666 not falling for it, but Mr. Excitement falls for a brutal discus inside-out clothesline.
You know, confidence is key, and I can remember distinctly at this time, Ryan Kidd, you were at peak confidence level.
Well, I'm not sure if it was the international training, if it was big matches that only SoCal Pro can produce like this, but I was at the top of my game, and again, looking at 2023, you can only hope that that's going to be a bigger and brighter year for Mr. Excitement here. To take nothing away from the action inside, or should I say outside of the ring, taking to the outside is a failed attempt. And looking back on it, man, I should have known better. Bestia primed for that wicked, brutal Gamangiri kick on the outside. And again, I think this is where a competitor like Bestia 666 is going to thrive. Here on the outside, again, we talk about his second-generation roots, his established Lucha Libre Tijuana roots with the Lucha Extrema style, his brawling abilities, again, being the son of a famous WCW or Lucha Libre brawler in Damien 666. You got to believe that the match is favored to him on the outside with a brutal fireman's carry toss over the guardrail, and man, with a dent in that front row, that's going to cause not only in the ribs, but into the metal guardrail there on the outside.
I don't even know if it's fair to call a person like Bestia 666 trained. I mean, I'm not insinuating he hasn't been
cover here.
Plenty of professors. What I'm saying is, this man lives wrestling. He grew up in a wrestling ring. Just like you or I might play on our play set or go in our little playhouse, or imagine riding a horse that's, you know, really a stick with a horse head on, or whatever, you know what I'm saying, man. This guy has lived and breathed wrestling since he was a baby.
Well, Bestia 666 might not know much about having a baby here as he comes off the top rope and right into the hands awaiting of Ryan Kidd. And I think that might be an upper thigh hold, or I'm not sure if I was checking something that had a loose thread on the gear.
It looks like the referee may be questioning your family planning assistance at this time.
And it's a firm admonishment there from the referee, not enough to throw the match out, and you got to give the referee credit there. Again, a title match on a big event like the SoCal Pro 10-year anniversary. You got to believe that he wants to see the match through to a firm finish.
I know you were going for the not often used grundle claw applied to the groin area, not allowing that groin muscle to contract fully really limits one's mobility once applied.
Well, the mobility is certainly limited there. Cover! Mobility was limited there with that wicked enziguri across the back of the neck, and Bestia 666 followed up with a tight, small package. almost had me for the Golden State Championship here. And I don't think we haven't expressed enough the importance of the stakes here in this match at the time for the SoCal Pro Golden State Championship, a title held by some of the best here in SoCal Pro, not only myself, and again, competed and vied for by competitors like Bestia 666. Like SoCal Crazy, like Tommy Wilson, like Tortuga, like Eddie Isla, some of the stars of the modern era, like Anthony Idol, one of the longest reigning Golden State champions in SoCal Pro history. There's so much, again, history and lineage of that championship that dates back for over a decade now. I don't think we can stress the importance of the stakes here in this match. Not only personal pride, not only the victory in front of the largest crowd in SoCal Pro history, not only the Lucha Libre, again, the mask and the face paint, the generational respect here, but the title itself is on the line here. And I think that explains why we're going into the Mayan games and why Bestia 666 is going for the mask. I mean, man, the stakes couldn't be any higher than looking back on it.
Yeah, going for the mask, illegal in Lucha Libre, but no rules against it up here north of the border.
Bestia 666 not looking to get a victory by pulling the mask off, not looking to win by disqualification. He wants to pin the shoulders firmly to the mat with a cover attempt there. And again, really slowing down the offensive strategy of myself here as Bestia 666. I'm not really able to get much momentum here as, again, trying to create some space, trying to use some of that high-flying offense, and it's really countered strongly there by Bestia with another, again, just a flurry and a series of offensive maneuvers, and immediately followed up by strong coverage. Shoulders to the mat, that's where the job gets done, 1, 2, 3. And Bestia 666 hasn't gotten the job done yet, but you really can't fault the strategy so far up until this point.
Oh! Stunner or chin breaker there. I didn't quite see the angle.
Fancy jawbreaker followed up with a cover. Wheelbarrow roll through. And now again, separation meets momentum. And that creates an opportunity there. Wicked head scissor sends Bestia 666 to the outside.
Mr. Excitement headed towards the air. Oh my goodness.
Knowing what I knew at the time, couldn't let the man breathe, not even for a second. As a wicked tope con hilo, flipping tope dive to the outside, takes Bestia 666 and myself down to the floor. And luckily able to catch the dive flush. Bestia 666 caught all of it.
Yeah, man, you were upside down there headed towards the floor. You could have easily injured your medulla oblongata, perhaps even your cerebellum.
Fancy words, but nothing fancy about the press off the top.
I think that frog splash was pretty fancy, dude. Get a hold, grab a hold, grab a hold, grab a hold, grab a hold. Oh, grab a hold, dude. Come on.
You gotta think the exhaustion is setting in. Come on, we're tired. And again, a guy like Bestia 666, you talked about not being sure how he was trained. How can you train? How can you control what is uncontrollable? How do you strategize going against a guy like Bestia 666? When you think you got him down, he's got you up, he's got you down, and a cover almost had me out for the count. We thought we had a new champion there. And again, it's been so many years removed from this match. The near falls are as near as they've ever been.
I know, but looking back through the prism of experience, don't you think you should have been a little bit more aggressive right there?
No, I absolutely agree, and that's what made for the opening there for Bestia 666 to capitalize. With years comes wisdom and comes experience. What I lacked at the time, looking back on hindsight, I know now. But again, wasn't helpful at the time as Bestia 666 looks like he's got the Golden State Championship well in his grasp as a cover could seal the deal.
Dude, I don't know how you kicked out of that, man.
Truthfully, the way the shoulders came off the mat, I'm not sure if it was momentum or if it was instinct, but just able to get that right shoulder off the mat. that left shoulder off the mat at the last possible second. I'm not sure if it's guts, I'm not sure if it's stupidity, or if it was just dumb luck.
You got your jaw rocked. Hey, fun fact though, folks at home, Ryan Kidd, left-handed.
That's right, southpaw from Dallas, Texas. You might not know that about Mr. Excitement, as I bring an unorthodox style to the ring, not like those of other wrestlers from Texas or those of southpaws from the South. But what I do bring is a strategy unlike any other.
Muscle buster. Looks like we've got a muscle buster on deck here. No!
Strategy slipping out here. Cover, stacking him up.
Oh! My man stole it.
3 seconds is all it takes, and Mr. Excitement with a mixed reaction from the crowd here in Oceanside, picks up the victory and retains the Golden State Championship.
Man, I am so glad we got into the vault to get this match out there. I totally was caught off guard there. Right, kid? What an excellent roll-up, dude. Ever the opportunist, I am impressed.
Weekly Wrestling Wednesday providing a gem here. Throwback to 2017, the SoCal Pro 10-year anniversary, and you can expect this and so much more in this year's 2023 edition of the SoCal Pro Anniversary event with the biggest stars in San Diego pro wrestling history, including Mr. Excitement Ryan Kidd, Tommy Wilson, Jude Diz, the incredible Anthony Idol,
Look at the
and
disrespect.
all of the swagger and charisma that you can expect from SoCal Pro Wrestling. It's always fun. It's fun for the whole family. Tickets are on sale now at SoCalProWrestling.com. This has been week 3 of Weekly Wrestling Wednesday. We will see you back for week 4, the final week before the 2023 SoCal Pro Anniversary event. We'll catch you right here at the SoCal Pro YouTube channel.
See ya!